Why, hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of the All Guns, No Glory podcast. We are playing, 1, 2, 3, out of the way. We are playing the Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Outlaws of AlkenStar Adventure Path. We have had shifting cast, shifting characters, shifting sands, shifting rubble, shifting scrapyard, and a very, shall we say, near-death experience again and again and again, and actual true death of two characters that have now been stuffed in a bag. But I gotta say, like, I'm hoping, new or old, or you, the listener viewer, remind you of, like, ye old around the table. You know, crap. Get so excited, and isn't there always one player that, like, dies practically out of the gate, and then they gotta go on to another character, and that character, like, is immortal till the end, or someone just keeps playing their brother's cousin's brother's uncle. Well, tonight, we shall see how the party holds firm, because we did have Chaison, barely alive at a hit point. We have our catfolk inventor, Mr. Smokefur, he gets one last save to saving throw, flat check of 13, or he may die. And we must remember for Pilo to re-up the inspiration in Fantasy Grounds. Shall we begin? Hello, everyone. We are sitting at the top of round 6. Pilo, could you target all the players and recast inspiration? And gentlemen, after several episodes, which finally count as a single gaming session, we had only Pilo with 1 hero point and everyone was 0. But now it is time to re-up everyone's hero points, much to my chagrin. Your reroll, your get out of Jeff Dale, death jail card, free card. Shall we go to the battle board and just continue the battle? I think so. At the top of the order, we have the Lonely Machine Spirit. It has just fired hot gears at Bellamy at point blank from the engine as he had tried to advance on it and using his I could explode my stuff without taking any damage. How many times can you, I still don't trying to wrap my head around this. You have a piece of machinery that you can make blow up again and again and again.
You did. Yeah. So the way it works is essentially I have this class function. There's no limit to how many times I can use it. However, every time I use it, there's a flat check afterwards. If the flat check is high, it's like 16. If I don't make the flat check, then I can't use any invention that has the unstable property again until I have an hour of downtime to fix it.
Yeah, so it's not something like explosion every encounter, but
well, I mean, I could if I was lucky enough to keep rolling above a 16, but that's not super likely. So,
all right. Well, being my turn and all, with 2 people in front of me, now I usually go with someone's in front of a character. There's the +1 armor class, and if they fall prone, they just become difficult terrain for people trying to move through them. And Chaison has not had a chance to he stabilized, but did he manage to actually get up on his turn? Because there was a lot of debate with you, Chaison, about.
No, I think we were trying to decide what was going to happen when I am unconscious, and I think it is as long as I have 1 hit point on my next turn, I naturally wake up and I can act.
Okay.
So I have not stood up.
Can have the wounded 1 and 0 hit points, which I think you're currently at. Or did we hero point you back into consciousness? Because there's been a lot of back and forth, not just in this game, but in the others. However, whilst my little rules lawyers are looking up and re-looking up that. I'm going to run the turn. We're going to say that you're flat on your face, eyes open or closed. Down is the cat, and that leaves 2 visible standing targets that I can see. Pilo, brave inspiration from around the corner. Can't really see. I've got a champion and an oracle. And we're going to ask... I've been asking Aiden a lot. Odd or even, blah, blah, this past month. So I'm just going to say guy at the top is like 1, 2, 3. Guy at the bottom is 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to... Where's my dice? That's cool. Got these melted looking bronzy metal dice that I bought because they hadn't come out with the official. 1, 2. I've got a 2. A certain champion. A red hot gear comes flying out, and a miss, and a second at -5. Red hot gear comes flying out, and a second miss. Dude's tucked into his shield. He's doing all right, which brings us to Shor-Ni, the Oracle of the Cosmos. What do you want to do?
Charwin's down at the moment, right?
Yep.
Or who is about to like make their last save or die?
Right at the engine, we have our inventor.
That would be me. The very, very aptly named Smoke Fur.
Gotcha.
He blew it up real good.
Fair enough. So what I will do is I will run forward, and then kind of pulling back on a little bit of my cloak, pulling out some bandages and whatnot, and attempt to stabilize him with a medicine check.
Oh. Now, can you do this without having battle medicine?
Yes.
Stabilization is fine. You just can't restore hit points.
Okay.
Yep. So DC is equal to 5 plus their recovery roll DC.
Which is 13, I believe, currently.
Yep.
Good.
18. Ooh. You can handle that?
Probably not.
Wow. Kudos for trying. Let's have it.
Let's give it a shot. Oh, 22.
Snap.
Whew.
Nice. And clear. He just shaves your chest and then puts the static hands on you. Pulls out like a war razor. Where it goes flying. Eat the bear skin. Clear. And we have a pulse.
I go from like not breathing for a moment to just like lying there purring unconscious.
He just curls up in his lap. Unconsciously just curls up at her feet. Nice. Anything else, Shuni? Is that all of you?
That's all 3 actions.
All right. Which brings us to Tuck. Now, Spiegler's not here tonight, so lots of texting today about what do you want to do, and he started laying out like every possibility. If I'm up, I do this. If I'm down, I do this. If he's down, I do this. If I'm side, everything. So I guess like I got a game plan to follow here for Tuck. Okay. First thing he wanted me to do was he's determined to draw aggro and save the day. And the best way he can do that is to constantly make religion checks to, piss this thing off, but try to banish it, send it back. Now he went from big speeches to like, go away, losing a lot of bluster. So at this point, I think he's kneeling down, tucked behind his shield, just sort of draping his holy symbol and wiggling it on the front of the shield. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm making fun of him. That's what he gets for not showing up. We'll see how he fares. Looking for a 22. 19.
So close.
Even if I have him spend those extra actions, bringing him up to 21. But you know what? He's got a hero point. And he's going to re-roll it. I said, you sure you don't want to keep it for like not dying? Nope. We're going to save the day. So the man uses his hero point to re-roll, and he is stuck with this new roll. Big money, 16 is worse. Just 2 fingers and a holy symbol draped behind his shield, It's really not going to banish anybody. But hey, he's trying from beyond the game. Atticus Bellamy Smokefur has been stabilized by another character. When you're stable, I'm assuming you're just 0 hit points.
Yep.
Right? Wounded 1?
Yep. No. I'm wounded 3.
Wounded 3?
Yeah. I just don't continue to bleed out.
You only gain the wounded as you cross over to being down. How many times have you been knocked down? 0. This is the first time, right?
I could have sworn that whatever your wounded was at is what you become, or whatever your dying was at is what you become when wounded once you stabilize.
Oh, I see. I thought you picked it up back and forth.
I mean, I could be wrong. But that's
no,
what I see.
No, that's good. That's good. Well, you wounded something.
Double check that.
Yeah. He's wounded something. That's a new one. Brand new conditions and penalties for characters. I'm liking this. That's good. Now, in this new year, with some changes in the personal life, I will say that I have managed to free up some time for DM prep and, swear to become a little bit more fluent in the rules and not just rely so heavily on arguing rules lawyers, which have started to chew up a lot of game time in a lot of our shows. But this being new players and a first level game, I don't mind at all, exploring. And we'll just move on to Pilo. Pilo, talk to me about what you would like to do while we're finding out what's actually happening to Atticus.
All right, well, I'm hiding here around the corner because I really don't like spooky things. Those things, they scare the crap out of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I might make another step up here to my buddies. See if I can see everybody and just wish them good well and hope that we can beat this thing and give another one a little act of another inspire courage to everybody here.
Okay.
Not everyone there. And then I will, I have one more, actually, I moved 5 feet, did that, and then I will move my 5 feet back here just so I'm back hiding around the corner here because I don't like spooky things. And that
just so you know, Inspired Courage actually held on. Now everybody has it twice. So now I'm rapidly going through everybody. Well, just so we know, because we were worried it would, we shut down the game, it would die or something. But no, it's managed to hold it. So kudos to our sponsor at Fantasy Grounds for coming up with a system that doesn't make us double down on paperwork.
Perfect. And there we are. Unless there's, I really can't do much with my hero point to stabilize or help anybody gain health again. So I'll stick with what I'm at.
Shout out to Eric Suave, fan of you guys from your Monster Interrupted days, who is stating Source Core Rulebook page 623. Thank you, Eric. Oh, I'm just going to read what he's got here in the chat. If you've been seriously injured, if you lose the dying condition and do not already have the wounded condition, you become wounded 1. Yeah, see, I thought it was a crossing the threshold, right? Then you're back on your feet, and if you go down again and get stabilized and come back, then you're wounded 2, 3.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. I have so little Pathfinder 2nd edition playtime on top or outside of just these podcasts.
Okay. Well, I don't know. You were pretty quick to state the rules. We enough confidence that we believed you knew what you're doing.
I said it's what I thought.
Aiden, you're the new rules lawyer.
I was waiting for you to finish, and then I was going to jump in with it.
We were discussing it in the chat.
Okay. So, Pilo, now that I've completely forgotten everything you told me you just did, can I have a really quick recap?
All right. I took a 5-step out just to check on my buddies here.
Yep.
I gave them a little bit of inspiration. Say, come on, guys, we can do it. And then hid back around the corner again like the chicken I am with the big scary things.
Okay. It was like a 15-foot jaunt, but yeah, you can still do all that in 3 actions, no problem.
Yeah.
Which brings us to Charwin. So have we decided if he's actually conscious or not, despite all this debate? I'd look it up, but that would kind of stop the show.
Yeah, if I used a hero point to stabilize, which I think I did, I'm at 0 hit points, no wounded condition, and I will wake up when sufficient time has passed, determined by the GM.
Okay.
Is basically what it says.
All right. So you're at 0. All right. Sufficient time, huh?
Love how vague that is.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, breath weapons out of a potion can only go, like, D4. If anyone, like, can beat Darwin, it's Charwin, right? He just suddenly, like, he goes down and just suddenly wakes up on his own. You know. Let's see. Well, Charwin, you find yourself laying in the wettest, dampest, most humid, arid, forested swamp that you can remember. Far, far distant from the dried Era mana waste and rusty steel of a scrapyard. You feel wet, soaked through from the back, from the moist moss and ground. All around you, the sounds of swamp and such. And in the middle of this swamp on an island, someone has had the charming audacity to build a lighthouse. This lighthouse has a very eerie turquoise blue beam light, very gaunt and pale in color, that shoots away from your position down towards lights of some small community, hazing the glow. You know, you have enough city lights and you can see it in the fog. And you feel comfortable, at rest, like you might want to stay here. Like your being is being called to this lighthouse to descend and spend an eternity exploring its passageways and unraveling the mysteries as a druid may in a swamp.
Warm and wet, just like I peed my pants.
So I guess my question would be, do you go towards the light? The gaunt light?
Well, it sounds pretty good, but I don't know. Blue light's just not my color. Maybe if it was green. Got any green light?
I said it was turquoise. The beam shoots around like Sauron's eye and angrily looks at you like, you kidding me? It just gets pissed at you and the beam evaporates your corporal being. Can I have a flat check, please? Get booted back into existence. All right.
13.
13. Well, if you were a cat with 9 lives, that's what you need, but a Charwin unconscious, not so much. We're going to skip past you this turn, Charwin, and debate your existential existence a bit longer. The lonely machine spirit has 2 targets. One feebly calling upon its religion, and one running over, ignoring it. How dare you? Ignoring it, trying to help a friend. Once again, calling upon the dice of 3-sidedness. Half and half. And again, it just seems to have a little bit more air directed towards our champion. And the red hot gears start flying out once again. With a natural 1 critical miss. This hot gear comes flying out, ricochets off his shield, and goes flying wide and actually collides with the second hot gear shot at said target, and neither connect. See, even when he's not trying, he's doing really well. Journey.
Well, that's about all I can do for you. And I'll put away one of the scalpels, kind of raise my hand up, and let go another little ray of comet dust at the engine.
Okay. Target locked.
Oh, come on. Oh, 18, 25 to hit.
Divine Lance of Moonbeam Happiness strikes the machine. And as it illuminates the front of the parts, a silver glow within the machine spirit's chest seems to start burning a little bit from within. How much does it burn, Sherney? I feel the burn.
Let's see. Right now, it can choose an alignment your deity has. So it would be chaotic. Oh, it should be D4 plus caster. Plus casting modifier. What is that? So that's a 3 plus 4, so 7 points of damage.
Okay. A rift in this thing opens up in its machine part, and then you ever like burn newspaper, and the embers burn and it trails and it just opens a hole, but then the embers kind of burn out and it just smolders and you're left with like a black smoldering ridged hole, but it stops deteriorating the actual paper. It's exactly what happens with Moonlight. It just tears this rift into it, and then as the energy dissipates from his hands on the machine, it dissipates on the ghostly form, and he takes 7 points of damage, but is still floating around looking pissed at you, sir. Anything else, Shuni?
I'm going to fall prone. That's possible.
I mean, do you see the picture? Okay. Imagine Shuni is actually in this direction where he's looking now, and Spiegler was like over the side, and he was making stuff happen, and then he's got this look where he's lifting a hand, you know what I mean? And he's turning his head, opening his mouth like, what the spirit? Fuck! Start burning holes in him. What the hell?
It's like a what is it? Invasion of the Body Snatchers thing though.
Yeah. Sorry, anything else?
Yeah. So with my last action, I will drop prone.
Okay.
Which will give me a +4 to AC against ranged attacks.
Did that carry over from the old rule set? I think it's only 2 now. Oh, it did? Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I hope
you
it did.
take -2 on attack rolls, though. And you're flat-footed.
Oh, okay. So there's a downside for you being on your face, but... Okay.
Yeah.
Which brings us to... I believe the sickening condition is finally lessened on this guy. Oh yeah, have you guys been all rocking the sickening condition as well? Or was it just Tuck? Just double checking. Wounded. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was just Tuck at the last big gas. Okay. Failing
counter spell on the or a counter song on the first one.
Anyway, he sees that suddenly we're making progress again. But he's drawing, the aggro is drawn off of him. So, stopping cowering, taking a 10 foot to step on his friend, and then 15 to get here. 20, 25. He moves forward and draws out another weapon. What do we got here? Pulls out a light hammer and... Wait a minute, has he already thrown this? Oh no, he's got 2. Never mind. He's got more 1. I see. Takes out his light hammer and tosses it at him, at this thing, end over end, with a big harumph. With a natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Reels back with the hammer, whispers a prayer to his goddess, Bri, gives it a little lick and a kiss, and then a hammer of 1d6 plus 4 bludgeoning goes flying, does double damage, and goes right through this creature, causing no damage whatsoever. What? 17 points and nothing. And his shoulders slump. And he gets even a little bit more depressed. What the? Atticus
remains unconscious.
Yes, at this time. You wake up lying in a thick golden wheat field. Dandelions and cattails. You sit up. You sit up. You hate nature. You're forced to draw a breath, covering your nose, and you're allergic to all of that shit. That is why you came to the desert. That's why you left all your cousins and family. And with a horribly for rattling sneeze, you're removed from the ethereal and possibly, flat check me, can wake up.
Oh, nice. 17.
In merely 17 rounds. Okay. What, you think I was counting?
No. Look, if I roll a good number, even if it's not for this, 17 is still a good number for this game. I just hope the rest of my die rolls learn from this one.
That's what you get for being overconfident with rules you don't know. I'm messing with you now. Pylo.
Oh boy. Thing's still alive. Might have to do more than inspire my friends. Might actually have to help out now.
Yes.
Just as a joke, I pop up awake, technically, and then fall back down unconscious.
Actually.
Well, I am, let's see what we got available here. What does this do here?
What does this do here? You're supposed to be deciding this one. It's not your turn. I shall target the lonely machine spirit.
Well, I don't know if I can really do any damage to the lonely machine spirit because I only have a sonic attack. And I don't think that.
Don't throw your hammer at it. Now, golden moon magic seem to do something. Yeah. Hammers, not so much.
I'm 50 feet away. Do I need to have line of sight? Let me just look and see here if I need to be able to see it.
This thing is floating high enough above the carcass of you guys. It can see all of you. You would only need to move 10 feet for you to see it and it to see you.
Yeah, how much my movement here? Let me check this.
Because it'll literally have you sort of down tight against where you put yourself against that wall of scrap. So
I only have an attack that can do 15-foot cone. I can't get close enough. I'm 50 feet away right now, and 25 is my movement. So I'm.
How many actions? Don't tell me what you can't do. Tell me what you try to.
I can do 2 actions. That's true. Let me just see what my spell costs here. My spell is also 2 actions, so I'm kind of stuck doing what I'm doing, guys. Or actually, chill touch is a touch. So yeah, gonna come back out and just tell my friends, listen, we're doing a great job. I think we've got this going on.
Feel free not to duck back, so you have closed the range for maybe this attack next round.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking of doing.
They're just saying. You might want a full move towards this creature while inspiring, and then you might be able to, do something a little bit more than inspire. Oh yes, inspire. Hang on, machine spirit's in your target there. You don't want to inspire me.
Yeah, inspire.
Now, if you hit the target mode at the top, the faded out target, bullseye, then you can do a click and drag and just do a whole bunch at once without having to click all around.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Look at this.
You got it?
Yep. Click on the faded target mode, and then do a sort of a click and drag, opening a box over everybody, and poof. And yep.
Yeah. Good. All right. I'll cast the spell. Boom.
You mean inspire? I mean, you're in a great position to cone these guys and knock them all dead and walk off with the treasure. Yes, if you... Haha, Pylo for the win.
Or turn them all into skeletons.
It's the Pylo show.
Knock you all out, cut your skeletons out, try to bring them back to life again. Come on, friends.
Oh my god, he's actually some kind of homicidal psychopath. With musical ribs. Don't tempt me.
Then I can,
Yeah, I know, right?
I swear to God, Troy, I feel like every song Pylo does is a Danny Elfman song.
It's possible. We'll have to see how it goes in the future.
So, what do we got for us? Moving, inspiring, and that's it?
Inspiring, and I might move another... there we go, 5, 10 feet. There, I'll go around. I don't want to be there. I'll be there.
Your full movement is what, 25?
25, yeah.
Yeah, you want to be right up on the champion if you're going to start shooting up straight up in the air with cones, man.
I'll be right around there. Then I can move in next time. I don't want to be too around everybody. Still kind of scared of this thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Playing character. But at least you've manned up enough that you're not just kind of like, I'm sorry, my character would not interact with this battle. I mean, you have been inspiring. This is the bard's job. There's no poo-pooing you. But now your friends are dropping like flies. Time to man up and join the Charwin. Charwin!
And I'm going to do that.
So here's the thing, buddy. You've set your own precedent. If you can beat 13 in a flat check, your eyes will flutter open.
I like those odds, kind of.
Are you gambling, man? This does seem like a gambling community. Fortune's won and lost if you can't make an invention. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Hey, 17.
17! Being extra, extra, extra nice. If you spend your hero point that you got beginning the session, you may wake. Gotta cost you something. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I think it's worth it, though.
Can't bend the rules for nothing. Okay. Click that number 1. Let's see that diamond.
I mean,
Darwin.
you can. You are the GM.
Yeah, and I'm also balancing it as a GM as opposed to being Monty Hall. Never see anything so agreeable when I'm like, and my monster gets to do this because I'm the GM.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. Now, as a matter of hit points, I'm going to give you not real ones, but temporary ones. This is the temporary hit point Charwin. Okay? You are up, you are awake, you are running on adrenaline, dude. And when the adrenaline and the battle runs out, you will fall over exhausted, and then the proper amount of time will pass, just like in the rulebook.
Okay.
So running on temporary hit points. But you're awake. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm temporary here, so I might as well do something useful. Let's try and use a ranged healing spell on this lonely spirit.
Okay. If you pull up the magnifying glass on heal, there might be sort of an other option. Not to heal, but to harm.
Oh.
Maybe. Or maybe just
yeah,
healing.
yeah. I see a 1d8 positive. It just doesn't have the +8 in it.
I think if you channel it for all 3 of your actions, you can actually do a 30-foot burst.
Yeah, but one of our friends is not friendly to healing. I didn't want to take out our bard.
That is true.
Because I don't know how to raise him.
Okay, so you want the 1 move to get up and 2 actions to do the 1d8 +8, right? Or is it?
I think I can mod it. Hold on. Let me see if
Oh, hang on a second. Isn't it 2 actions to cast it at range?
Yes.
So you're only getting a d8 at range. If you don't get up, you're gonna suffer -2 to hit this thing. So.
Isn't it an auto hit with heal?
That is a good question. I mean, it has a saving throw.
Basic fortitude save.
Yeah.
If the target is dead.
So push the cast button. See how I've got it all open on your character sheet here? 3 buttons down, there's 2 pluses and then there's a cast. Or the attack. Maybe attack with it, see what happens.
Okay.
Spam me some buttons. Let's see some warmth, love, and healing. In a terribly undead way.
Oh, there we go.
Cast at the lonely sheet. Oh, there we go. Save 23 versus Charwin, half damage. Give me the damage, buddy.
Let's see if that does it.
Oh, look at that sparkling healing dice. Partially.
Looks like a 15.
Yes, partially resisted, but do you see how it says weakness?
Oh, damage 1. What?
See how it says weakness? So I actually do take, yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
But he did it. Honestly, thought that would have been more.
Hand grenade. It's like throwing a hand grenade and it doesn't go off; it just beams them.
Yeah, I thought it'd give me like a plus to damage or something, but woof.
It does, but I think it goes afterwards.
Well, first of all, you hit the wrong damage because at range you only get D8, not the D8 plus 18. Because it's
it is D8 plus 8.
Even at range.
Yeah.
When you're channeling it for ranged, yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, it must have
I
given
thought it was D8 to touch, and then an extra chevron gave you range, or 2 chevrons can give you a boost on a touch, but like that at range costs you a chevron, costs you an action.
So
it's 1 to touch, and that's 1d8. It's 2 to cast range, and I get another plus 8, and then it's 3 to cast as like a big burst, like a 30-foot burst.
So you get range on top of the plus? Okay.
Yep.
15 and a half. I still understand why this thing only took 1 point. Maybe we're focusing too much on its spectral presence and the fact that it's so far away from the engine. What did Tuck say something about it being some kind of phantasm? Its spirit energy blankets an area. Now we've been shooting the machine and getting some damage out of this thing and shooting at it, but maybe because there isn't sort of a solid thing to bean, this is why your damages are being really knocked down. It is time for the Lonely Machine Spirit. A hammer doesn't faze me. A healing spell, I got a little nervous, but just nicked my shoulder. But Captain Moonbeam seems to be the biggest threat. So Captain Moonbeam is going to get himself a red hot gear or two. With a 3. A clean miss. Second one at -5. Not happy about this. Not happy about this at all. 16. That's a hit.
Oh, that's a hit with the
1d6 as you get bludgeoned with a flying gear that's red hot, and another d6 for the fire. 6 points of damage total, unless you have any kind of fire immunities and stuff that we don't know about.
So I don't have fire immunities, but I do have physical reductions.
Okay, do tell.
Due to my mystery and the fact that I am not completely grounded in reality.
Quasi-ethereal, that kind of thing?
Yeah, your body is as much an astronomical... Astronomical, thank you. I'm look, I've been on vacation a while, I can't do words.
Don't you hate it when you mispronounce shit? I don't know, it never happens to me, but...
Look, common is fun. Okay?
Never happens to me.
You gave this equal to 2 plus half your level against all physical damage. So I have a DR3 against all physical damage.
Okay, so you've only got 5 points of damage listed and it just dealt out 6. So did you have damage from earlier? Maybe it's actually only chopped it down for you.
No, so I was at 11 wounds.
Oh, I'm looking at your current hit points, not your... I'll be all right.
Yeah. Or
you're at 9.
I was at 9 wounds, 11 hit points. Right. So I should...
Okay. So if we're going to reduce the first dice that rolled, which is the... where are we here?
Which is the...
bludgeoning 4, fire 2. So the 4 points is the bludgeoning. And that's the good news, because you get to cut it down by how many? 3?
Yep, cut it by 3.
Give you 3 back. Okay, so you were at wind, 3, 12 and 8. And he's good. Okay. Well, geez, man, if I knew that you were, like, made of gauze, I would have bitched you for hanging back with Pyle the entire time. All right. I know, special secrets. That is 2 actions. Yeah, hang on a second. I'm looking at this creature, and it literally says weak 5 positive. I should instantly take 5 points of damage from Charwin, not just 1. Why is it resisting that? Huh. I don't think this went in properly. I think I'm more dead than I think I am. Anyway.
Well, it did save for half. So half of 15 would be 7.
Oh, maybe I only take the weak if I fail.
No, weakness always procs. As long as you do 1 point of the damage, that'll proc it.
Yeah, you think that'd be hardwired to Fancy Grounds, but it only took 1 point, so I'm kind of... Like, it literally goes 1 damage, partially resisted weakness, but weakness is like, it's 5 points. Huh.
Wait, I assume it has a resistance to, like, everything of, like, 6 or something, or 12?
It just talks about... Oh, it's immune to criticals, for starters. It's immune to being unconscious, precision, right? Has a resist 11 all.
Okay.
So I can resist like 11 points of anything.
What's the point of having a weakness? A 5.
Because if you channel certain energy types at me, like positive, and there's another one, then it'll take the additional 5. Anyway.
Yeah, the weakness damage bypasses damage resistances.
Yeah, well, it does not look like it was counted here. So I'm going to put it in because I'd rather make a mistake than have this thing up and running and kill you guys when it was supposed to be dead as by the rules. So I'm going to knock another 5 points off for Charwin's attack. Bringing me down. Come on. Bringing him down much more than he was before. Getting us back to Chuni. Oh, right. I had one left, I believe.
You shot me.
I shot you twice, but I have 3 actions like any other creature.
Oh, fair enough.
No. I believe it's going to move. Come back, start sliding back down here. As it's focused on you, it sort of glides towards you along the machine. You know what I mean? It's not a tactical move, it's more of a flavor move. Shurney, is your turn. What do you want to do?
I will use an action to stand back up, and then I will launch another Divine Lance at it. That is a non-natural 20 to hit.
Nice. Does anyone else see the DiceWise logo flashing occasionally? No, Sean. Just you.
Where?
Chat. The guys in chat watching the show live. Eric and Explosion. God, I love that name.
Twitch.
Love that name. And of course, there's spam. Somebody wants to offer me a promotion for views, channels, and followers. And yeah, sorry, what were you saying? Non-natural 20? To throw what at me?
Divine Lance, chaotic damage of D4 plus 4. So I got a 4 on the dice, so it should actually be 8.
Okay.
Points of chaotic damage.
And it's saying 0. Now, last time you hit me, it did a bunch. This time, it's not doing much. So let's go back to the last time you splat me and see if we can't figure this out.
No, it said I did 0 last time as well.
Well, how'd you do something to it? There's the critical hammer that got 0.
Yeah.
Lance, chaos, 0. Huh. I thought you actually did damage.
I thought so as well.
I thought you attacked. Did you attack the creature or did you attack the engine with the lance?
I've been attacking both.
It is here. Yeah, you attacked. Attack roll 25. You did 7 damage last turn.
Right, but if you look underneath it, it only took.
It says how much damage it actually took. 0.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think my resistance 11 all is the fact because like the one guy that has religion has hinted and is kind of like, without me naming what this thing is, they're calling it a lonely spirit, but it's classified as a certain kind of undead that I want to just give away. All right, so he's firing away. The burning from last time healed up. And I guess I'm on par because 7 you did. I just give 5 to him for Charwin. I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back. All right. I will say this, though. Would you like to do something else? Because it would have been ineffective. You would have seen it's ineffective, and then doing it again, wasting that lance, not a good idea. So what would you do in retrospect, Journey? Instead of a second lance, because you'd see that it's, you know, practically instantly heals itself.
I would attempt a religion check to aid another to help out.
Now, you've done that before. Tuck seems like he's given up on religion and is now just flailing away at it. What if you took the grandstand yourself? Now, I know it's very dangerous. I know the last time you brought the Cosmos down to help you, you ended up with warped flesh. I know, it's a long story, but
I mean,
you all could die, and this thing now seems very interested in targeting you.
Fair enough. I might as well call
I'm
down.
looking a religion check of 22. And if you give me some roleplay and spend all 3 actions on said religion check, I'll give you a +2.
Alrighty. Well, I will call for my god to take this creature that has tried to go out of time's grasp and to bring it back into reality and bring it back.
Okay. And how would she say that? And I want names, Miss Caravan, because you worship a whole whack of them.
I do. Yes, I do, but I specifically worship Yog-Sothoth,
Okay.
the outer god of gates, space, and time.
Oh God, not him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he shows up in this, like, British phone booth and does all kinds of wild stuff in your neighborhood. Yeah. Let's bring him.
Wrong one. This one doesn't really leave New England.
Oh, okay.
It was a 15 on the dice. Or 15 total, 12 on the dice.
Okay.
What is your
knowledge religion at?
+3.
Okay, so that would be another 2 that I promised. That'd be 17. Would you like to spend your hero point to re-roll?
Sure, why not?
Okay, and give me the speech this time. The third party person player explanation wasn't bad, but I know you got more in you there, Missy. Let's have it.
Oh, great master of the dark tapestry in the dimension of time, please bring this spirit back into the flow of time. Prevent it from doing more harm to us.
Oh, not one of these guys again. You're not talking to me, are you?
Damn, dude, that was good. What'd you get?
Yeah.
What'd you
He ain't having it, though, because that's a nat 1 on the dice.
He had a busy signal.
Oh my god, abandoned me.
We're sorry, the god of the dark tapestry isn't here right now. If you leave your spatial mental coordinates and beep. All right, 3 actions burnt. Tuck, fume, throws his hammer, and then he sees this thing glide along and start going after Shuni, and he's like, "No, look at me!" Bouncing up and down. His worry for his companions, I mean, he is a champion, brings him out of his depressed stupor. And now, literally slinging on a chain his holy symbol, like a lasso, starts screaming incoherently to Bree. And you guys, like, he's just so hoarse and yelling and so frantic at this point, you guys can't even make out what he's saying. That's how you skip a roleplay, by the way, by third person. Skip finger. Screaming. I just don't want to do a Spiegler impression. He'll never let me leave it down. Screaming at the top of his lungs. Religion. 20. And with the +2 of 2 actions, gets to the 22. And it's Tuck Fume who lassos the area, and this sort of hot coal spark of innovation and invention starts spinning and flying like a firecracker pinwheel off of his... No, it's just hitting his helmet and sparking. But still, the sparks fly everywhere and seem to sort of disintegrate a false reality over top of the area. The ground, the ship, the creature, and the engine all seem to disappear, fall quiet, and simmer down, not necessarily in that order. The spirit has been banished. The engine grows quiet and cold as if it had never heated up in the first place. The noxious fumes clear, and the oily, slick sort of make the hair stand up on your end. Unholy ground in which we had trod also lays to rest. And it's Tuck for the win. And then he passes out.
Oh boy, boys. That thing seemed pretty darn hard. Is it gone for good? I'm going to walk over and do a check and kind of...
Everybody looks at Tuck, but he's not here right now.
Possibly. Although he would be the most knowledgeable one on it.
Where would I go to check on this, Jeff? Jeff, want to do a investigate if it looks like this thing is gone? Just doing
a religion
check.
Yep.
I'm not trained in it.
The power of Spiegler compels you. And little British guy, blonde hair and trench coat shows up and lights a cigarette, going, "Oh yeah, it's gone."
That's a 9.
Oh, well, there's the nat 20 for the 23 on the religion check.
I'm dead. I'm telling you, I think that it's dead. I think just being a dead thing myself, I'm an expert. It's dead. I know it.
He just comes around the corner, starts spouting like in-depth theory about poltergeists and how they work and all. And we're kind of looking at him like, but he's not a religious type. Does having religious knowledge and then calling upon a god, which, you know, probably Pylo doesn't do, because then they would notice how he cheated fate and death and went, "Hey, you're supposed to be up here with us," and his bones would crumble. So he's kind of kept a low profile under the religion umbrella, I'm pretty sure, till now.
I swear to Almighty Bry, if we get some formerly atheist, demon hunting dude who doesn't want to work for Pharasma but is hunting us because we're hanging out with Pylo, I'm gonna sell him to the guy.
And I'll steal your skeleton while you're sleeping.
I won't argue either way.
Charwin also succumbs to fatigue, and we have a cat barely standing and 2 members unconscious. What do you do?
I play dead.
I'm not carrying them. See you guys when you get back.
It just literally becomes a pile of bones on the floor.
Yeah, like, I'll wait here. You guys come back later, and he just lays there.
Why can't you help us carry him? Do I look like I got the muscles for that?
Oh man, we have a bag for that.
No bag.
What? Oh, breathing, not breathing. Oops, sorry. The bag's kicking. Oh, it stopped. Okay, it's okay now. So, gentlemen, do you wish to possibly... You returned Monzi. Now, you haven't got rid of the gnolls yet, but you did return Monzi. And they did say something about aid. I mean, you're not maybe going to get their treasures for killing the gnolls, but you might get something, at least a place to rest or more, for returning the Monzi if you guys want to head back and retreat a little bit. Or press on, baggage that you are.
I'm pretty sure we're beat up enough that probably should head back.
A full rest.
Who's rest with me here now? We got just me and you, Tuck. Oh, and Sherney. You got all the sparkly things, right, Sherney?
Yeah. I don't mind sitting around for a bit and waiting. Or we can try and drag them back.
Maybe they have stuff that can probably bring them back faster than us. Sitting around waiting might invoke more bad things. And I'm kind of afraid of the scary stuff around here.
You know, there's always a stolen grocery shopping cart you can use. Just dump them in it.
Wouldn't be surprised if there's like, we're going to come across a shopping cart golem out here.
Oh, don't tell me.
A mimic. Damn it.
Yeah, so it's as mentioned, it's a shopping cart mimic, but like the baby mimic is like one of those little plastic shopping carts for kids, and the teenage mimic is one of those like half long shopping carts that they've started producing everywhere now.
I like it.
Lord Glass greets you warmly. You see Monzi, who is still, because like you guys sent her home 6 minutes ago. You know what I mean? Like you guys went around the corner and had a battle, so it's like she just got there. They're still full of elation and hugs and all kinds of stuff.
Back, beat to crap. Okay, that'll help, please.
Oh no! You know, they all descend upon you guys. Did you guys want to go for the full night's rest and reset spells and the whole bit?
I will need time to fix my gun after potentially coming back to consciousness.
All right.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea.
Good idea.
Let's talk about what a full night's rest does to hit points. Again, and that very next morning, spending an extra little time as our healers spend 10 minutes to an hour trying to give out medical hit points to get us as high as possible before starting out. Once again, shall we?
Let's do it.
Sure.
So you've returned! Excellent, and Bonzi! Big hug, much elation. Are the goblins dead? Oh. Well, baby steps, eh? Well, you're welcome to rest here. They're so happy at Monzi back, right?
A quick question for you before we take a sleep. You asked us to kill some goblins, right?
No. Gnolls.
Oh, that's right, the gnolls. You didn't mention any creepy, scary ghost engines or click-walk-work dogs there that my friend Tuck likes. Is there any more creepy, scary things around here, or can we go right to the gnolls now?
You know this place called the Wailing Scrapyard? We talked about the noises we heard in the night. We believe there's spirits that roam and... Did you find one? Did you see it?
I was one. I was trapped under a pile forever. I thought I was the only thing out here. They said it was haunted. I thought they were talking about me.
They laugh. They think you're making some kind of joke.
Oh boy.
Oh, there was some sort of spirit up in the. I think it was an airship.
Yeah, they talked about the airship that they dropped in the pathway to block the gnolls. Oh no. So, what are you gonna do about it?
We exorcised it, I believe.
Oh, a round of applause. Everyone starts patting the oracle on the back. This creepy little hand comes out of her back of the robes and shakes hands all around.
Oh, thank you. It really wasn't too much trouble.
Well, but kind of spooky, and I don't really like scary things, but that's okay.
Tuck's kind of like kicking a can. I set it up for you. Look when I did it. It was Tuck. Stuck all along.
We got a couple friends here that are a little bit knocked down and out. Do you have any way that we could maybe kind of rest and help them out a little bit for the day, for a little while?
Yeah, do they offer you rest and respite? And discount prices on well, they have like rewards for you when you get rid of the gnolls, but they also have goods that you can buy and barter.
We kind of did find your special friend there. She was trapped by those dogs, I think.
Mm-hmm. And for her reward, she promised you all kinds of tools and stuff that very well excited the cat.
He's one of the dead ones, so maybe we can just work for us now, Sherney.
I'm not dead.
He's not
conscious.
He's not dead.
I'm just not moving. There's a difference.
Skeleton. And skeletons are alive, so I'm not really sure what he is.
He's unconscious.
Don't go spouting your fancy words with me.
You need some...
I'm just kidding with y'all. Let's go do some resting.
Inspiration, a little incentive. I gotcha. Bring out the treasure, Anyway, every single goblin pretty much just... They can't move this thing. It's too heavy. But they just, do the little patch curtains that keep opening in rows. And you guys see this solid, cold iron chunk.
That might have been useful.
What passes for praise? I'm assuming perception.
I think crafting, actually.
Yeah, let's have some crafting, guys.
Crafting, oh boy.
Am I still unconscious?
Probably.
19 minus 1, 18.
Just sit straight up. Do I smell money?
And the DM deems that for that cool role-playing, a sufficient amount of time has passed. Yes, both you boys are awake.
One.
That was good. I'm usually not down with the whole characters that teleport going, what? And they try to be in everything, but that was pretty smooth. And I also kind of forgot about him, too. So, that was pretty smooth, man, so I'll go with that. Yes, with a 7, though, it's a chunk of cold iron, but it's like a precious metal that can be, welded, smelted, and whatever. So you know it's valuable. Like, it's a big chunk of raw material, man.
I mean, iron's supposed to be hot. Well, this is the best form of iron. Why you got cold iron? That's not.
Cold iron is in like versus Fae and such.
Oh, I know. I'm just being.
Oh, okay.
I'm just being.
You can make cold iron bullets out of this and just like decimate the Fae community. Not that there's a lot of Fae around here, but in our forest.
It also is good against demons.
That's true. Yes, that is true. As is silver. Anyone else for crafting? Did I miss somebody? What do we got here? Untrained, trained, untrained. I'm gonna say it is moderately chilly iron. Thank you, Sean. And all I can say is you guys know that it's worth a lot of silver.
Fair enough.
I think that's good enough for me right now.
Anyway, but that's not going to help you guys.
What do you do?
This is what they promise you if you happen to defeat the gnolls, as well as they actually have like potions and goods and stuff that they'll sell to you cheap. Don't ask about the ingredients, or just kill them all in their sleep and take it. But it's up to you. These side quests are, I mean, we were hired by Phoebe to do a heist. All this stuff on the side is negotiable, right?
I'll spend 10 minutes to attempt to treat wounds on.
Okay.
Real quick, a full rest. The rest and daily preparation rules will recover our level times our Constitution modifier. Minimum 1 on that. The modifier is a minimum 1. So we'll all get whatever our Constitution modifier is, or 1, whichever.
Okay. Let's start with Shuni. What is your con mod?
My con mod's 2, but I wasn't sure if we were doing the 8 hours of rest immediately, or if we were going to try and do treat injury checks before we rested.
I had mentioned sleep and then treat injury, but you guys can do it in any order you want. If you guys want to break out the scalpels now, and then do your 8 hour.
I've got a healing spell. I can do a burst as long as Haill,
and that will reset for the morning. So yes, best to remove Pilo.
Just tell Pilo, go stand over there. You know what you did.
Yes, magic, medical, and then rest. Probably best for resources in that order, and then it all re-ups in the morning, right? So starting with our burst.
That's good, guys. I'm just gonna go over, look at my old place, see if I got anything left over. I'll be back in a minute.
So Drew, where's Pilo? We'll get Pilo out of there. Okay. Again, hit the not the canceled target at the top, but the cleared bullseye. Hit it and try to do yourself a big sort of drag open a square, target everybody, smack that spell, and let's see what we got going on here.
Pilo just wanders over, and we hear this stuff falling down.
Okay.
Dang it.
Okay. No,
all right.
That's good. We're well on our way. I'm pretty sure Tuck uses lay on hands already, so his focus point's gone, but in the morning he can maybe help. And then does anyone have the medicine skill that they can use to assist the primary? 8 and others no longer 10. It's more like 20, 15 if I'm feeling generous in this game, but
yeah, I can help Shurney with some medicine checks.
I'm not sure if you are going to be better at it than I.
Let's see what Tuck's got to offer you guys. Medicine. Train +4.
He'd actually be the best.
To lead on this?
I've got a +7.
Okay.
Oh,
Charon's lead.
Yes,
okay.
yes, you.
Okay. So here comes a whole bunch of 8 and other. 14, no. 22, okay, there's 1. No. Okay, so not the first guy, but the second guy that you try to heal. Not first patient, but second patient, he'll actually give you a +1.
The third patient, who the third or fourth, let's say, is me, because I know I know my own anatomy a lot better than everyone else's.
And punishing Spiegler a bit more, why the first patient you'd heal, Charwin, is your good friend Tuck, and we skip over the bonus. So what are you giving Tuck back for hit points? Give me some medicine.
So as a heads up, if Spiegler's power is from focus points, he can technically spend 10 minutes to refocus and get a point back.
Oh, sweet. Well, he will totally do that.
I don't know if there's a limit to how many times he can do refocusing, but it's basically determined by his class or wherever he got the focus points from. So since he's a champion, Bry, it would probably be something to do with that.
Okay. He would do that, and he would lay on hands on his good friend Charwin. So we're going to give Charwin 6 points since Charwin's doing all the work here. So we'll give good old Charzar here 6 point from lay on hands.
And so on the second, third, and fourth medicine checks, you get a +1.
And second, you actually have +2 because you can have up to 2 aid another. Because that's the one Tuck helps you with.
I think so.
Okay. So first guy you help is Tuck. Second person, it's up to you. Do you want to go with yourself or the worst person that's worst off, or how do you want to...
Yeah, I don't know if we just want to kind of go in order. I guess Tuck, and then Atticus, then me, then Shirley.
Okay. So going with Atticus, you give yourself a nice +2 on medicine. What's your second roll? 22? Is that what I'm looking at here? Bring up to 24.
The second roll was an 8.
Oh.
The first roll was a 17.
Okay, so first roll
11 for me and a 20 for Shirley.
Oh, I'm looking at Shirley's rolls, not Charwin. Sorry. Okay, I see it now. Okay, so medicine, I believe, is 2d8.
Yes.
So we're trying to hit the easy 15. Hitting the 20 is difficult.
So Tuck gets 12.
Thank you.
And Shirley gets 5.
Thank you.
You bring Tuck back to full. How you doing?
And I'm 1 off full.
Okay, that's not bad. We're getting there. We're getting there. Getting there. Bringing us to... Who's number... Oh, the cat. How did we do for the cat? 8?
Yeah, he got an 8.
So that's a fail. Okay, so maybe try him again later. Or in the morning. Pylo... Can you help yourself with soothing? Was there something soothing word? Or there was one spell that one you guys had besides the harm.
Soothe does work.
Do you want to empty them now before you sleep and get them all back tomorrow?
I already used my 2 spells for the day, so I gotta wait till tomorrow.
Do you have any more harm spells, Shuni?
No, I'm all out, so I can't heal Pylo if he needs it.
He only has 3 wounds. He's got 60 hit points, so he's not bad. You guys want to wait for the morning?
I'll heat up. Will I heal up overnight? What's the heal?
You heal your Constitution times level.
Do you even have a Constitution score as an undead?
+1. I'm +1.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I pumped a point in there, so one or two at 12, so I pumped a couple points in there.
10 minutes a guy. You got to repeat a guy. It's an hour, but you could go 10 minutes a guy. You go all the way around inside of an hour. So you want to have a second go at the cat? Because it's about an hour later. Less than an hour for 4 or 5 guys. So Charwin wants to lead on the medicine for Kitty. Or...
If Tuck can refocus every 10 minutes, he could do 6 lay on hands within an hour.
I'd want to look into that more. Like I said, he's good for the 1.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can't find. Like, there's no definitive. Like, you can just keep going. So,
for Flare, you have to do 10 minutes of an activity related to kind of where your focus comes from.
Right. It's an exploration action.
Yeah. So how would you do like 10 minutes of looking at those clockwork dogs or something, right?
He would actually probably try to build something. I'm going to build a tent fort. It collapses in scrap metal, but he gets a focus point back. We're going to sleep in my tent fort, Charwin. It collapses, wounding Charwin, but he gets a focus point. Like this is how the hour goes by. You might want to just stop him. Anyway,
he can help me. He can help me maintain my firearms and fix my my invention.
Yeah, Charwin, your medicine for the cat second time around.
Another 8.
8?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Atticus. I'm rolling 1s for you.
All right. I will be nice and say he gets a focus at least 1 more, and we're going to slap the cat with 6. And then it's time for sleep, yes? Sleepy sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Charwin, let's start at the bottom of the barrel here. I mean, bottom of my combat list, sorry. Not bottom barrel. I don't know why Charwin sleeps in a barrel. He's just comfortable that way. Leave him alone with his pickles. Charwin.
Yep.
Your con mod.
1.
Times 1 is 1 point overnight, yeah?
Yep.
Or is it plus the 1?
No, it's your con mod minimum 1 times your level.
Yeah, which is what currently 1. Okay. So 1 hit the point for you. 5 wounds, 13 points, not too bad. Pylo. Also, 1 hit point for you. 2 wounds, 17 current hit points. Atticus, what is your mod?
0, so 1.
Okay. 1 hit point for you. 3 wounds, 13 hit points. Took is at full. Shoonie is at 1 and just sleeps overnight and feels like $1 million. Okay.
They look like it too.
In the morning, the goblins are a little antsy, like, do you want to buy some stuff? Do you want to get going? Wow, you guys passed each other up so well last night. Oh, look, those gnomes are not getting any younger. But if you guys want to, you need to do your spell ritual, do your memorization, do your prayers, all that kind of stuff, right?
I need to basically fix up my firearm and then also do the regular maintenance on it to make sure it doesn't misfire on me super easy.
Okay.
Which is a preparation kind of thing.
And you guys, prepping your spells and talking to the morning cosmos and good morning. And anyone wish to do some last minute medicine before we head out? 10 minutes a dude, just to shore up those. Slap Charwin awake and do a round.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, also
starting with your good friend Tuck. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd Tuck go? You guys look around. His bedroll's gone. He seems to have vanished. What you do find is a little note, Charwin.
Ooh.
It's not an envelope, but it's like a folded piece of paper that has your name on the front of it.
Good thing I can read.
Okay.
My name. Somebody want to read this for me?
Okay.
I mean, I guess I will. Reading is my pastime.
What's good, dude?
Not really my thing.
Oh, that was so good. No one's going to read the Tuck note? Oh, well, just hang on. He's gone. I mean, obviously, this is an explanation. Okay.
I offered to read it.
Okay. Give it to the cat?
Yep.
Okay.
I gotta see the note.
I will offer... I stopped giving out hero points for comedy, but I will give you a hero point for good role playing if you tell me what you think Tuck's lame ass, I had a vision last night excuse of why he's about to bail on us because Spiegler asked to be written out temporarily because there's so much going on. What would Tuck say? It's endearing. It's just to him and Charwin. How would he explain to his good friend Charwin, a reason? Nothing lame where Charwin would be left with like soul-searching answers of why and feeling rejected. It's got to be, doesn't have to be long, but it needs to be convincing.
Okay.
And you impress the studio audience, I'll give you. Okay, let's have it. This is from Tuck, by the way. This is not Joseph. This is not Atticus. This is Tuck.
Oh, I know, but this is Atticus reading Tuck.
Yeah. Oh, he just starts. Oh God, that's even better.
Dear Charwin, my good friend and amigo, I want to let you know that our adventures in the past 2 years have been amazing. I have loved the time we spent together, but after the escapades we went through yesterday involving destroying the precious creatures of Bry, those little doggies, and that machine engine that just wanted to be part of the scrapyard, that I feel I am no longer a custodian to your talents. Thusly, I'm leaving you in the hands of these fine folk, and I'm sure you can, what's this word? Recompense with them? I can't read his handwriting. So if we come across each other in AlkenStar, then I will buy you a drink and apologize for the magical days we spent together. I love you like a brother. Stay safe and go with Bry. Tuck.
Didn't those two just meet outside the gates? Holy cow.
No, they came down a zip line. These are the two mercenaries that were hired by the goblin to find Monzi, which they arrived at the last minute. Well, gentlemen, thumbs up, thumbs down.
I think he was really addled.
Thumbs up from Mr. Pyle Troy.
You get You get 3 thumbs up from Shurney, 2 from the main hand, 1 from the hand
on the back. I guess that's what I get for implying that he's got extra appendage. Mr. Charwin?
I hiss at the third hand.
I've got a little tear in my eye. He's finally gonna buy me a drink. Usually he takes all my money, puts it in the bank.
You don't need a thumbs up from me. Again, Drew is selling it. Give yourself a hero point. And you know what, Drew? You can have one too. That was good. Left over from the human.
Everybody get the hero point.
No, you got you got an extra arm. You got an appendage. You can do way more than that with that. Put that away. I don't think Aiden is getting the Final Space reference that I've just cursed him with. The bug with all the arms and where some of them come out of. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, audience. Yeah, you do. So, gentlemen, there are 4, which is good enough. Do we continue on, spending our time waiting for Carissa, fighting gnomes and side-trekking? We know that there's no way back through because of the big collapse, and Loveless is probably steaming and setting people all the way around the other side, so we must hurry on. We found new people, lost some people, almost lost our lives, but I'm confident that in this new day, as a new day dawns over the wailing scrapyard, that as you guys reach the almost halfway point, which I will teleport you to now, that you need only to use the crane to help lift part of the airship out of the way and free up, unless you guys just want to climb over it.
That stupid crane.
Well, that's how the goblins put it in the way, right?
Look, I am always one to use new fancy technological doodads, but I kind of believe we should try climbing the airship instead of moving it, because if something twerked to go wrong, then the gnolls would have free reign to come bum rush the goblins, and I'm just not comfortable putting them in that circumstance.
I don't want nothing rushing my bum, so I think I'm just gonna agree with you.
All right. Let's have some athletics, gentlemen.
How high up is the airship?
That's a good question. I didn't really think about that.
It's a crushed on its side airship, so I don't think it's completely oval shaped. Like, if anything, it's just a flattened bottom, and then there's like the dome of the other side of said shell. Enough of a climb that we're talking anywhere from 15 to 30 feet. Like, if this thing can impede gnolls that are way bigger than you and have claws, then it's not an easy climb. Athletics all around, unless you got one guy up there and send down a rope or something.
Does anybody have a rope?
See, now that you mention it, and Churney will reach under her robe and pull out her intestines.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Using the cantrip inside ropes, you pull a large handful of guts from your midsection. Removing these guts doesn't harm you. You can use these guts as 50 feet of rope to help you climb. They help you attach to the wall.
I was gonna take that too.
I was gonna give him a hero point. I didn't know that was a real freaking spell. That's awesome. That was awesome. Not to mention,
it's a more rare cantrip, but I took it because I thought it worked perfect.
I thought you took it because, like, of all the party in Star Wars, Aiden's Jedi has like a crap ton of synth rope on his person. They're always shaking on the Jedi for rope.
And see, I'm just flashing to like freaking Kermaga in Varisia in this setting where they have trolls that rip out their own guts for soothsaying. I'm like, oh, this is perfect for that.
Now that I've heard of, but need some rope. Hang on, you know, like
I'm just gonna.
Is this,
see, and I imagine it's not. Ooh. Go ahead.
Is this an illusion? Is this a transmutation? Is this the guts still like are the intestines throbbing with veins? Like
conjuration.
Okay, so it's just the spell keeps you safe, or is this gonna be your last climb?
No, it says removing these guts doesn't harm you.
Okay.
So I just also imagine that it's not like your regular two hands doing this. It's just the third hand produces.
If you could come up
from,
imagine a flesh warp with perfect teeth, but horrible everything else. And you just come up with a spell to remove his teeth. You could make a mint as a dentist. Could you imagine?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You know, just pulling out eyeballs and stuff. You just keep selling your kidneys. He's so rich. Black market. Who needs a kidney?
He's the friend you always bring to Mexico.
I'm just gonna stare at this intestine rope. What in the God's damn is that?
Look,
You never seen rope guts before, man?
it's one of those. Certain gods have certain favors, and when, you know, things happen.
That doesn't normally happen.
It's fine. Look, things happen. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Pull a pair of leather gloves out of my bag. Fine.
It's probably for the best.
That is so awesomely gross, man. Just
give me the rope.
have you ever seen someone take rope and like pull it out to their own arm's length to make big loops? And she's just talking to you, you know, just still working this gut, you know, starts swinging around like a lasso, you know, tosses it up, and the guts fall down. She's trying to get purchase with the guts on something, all the while soothing you, telling you it's fine. Like, this is what I'm seeing. Oh God, that's so funny.
Oh, you're right.
And I feel like I'm the only person in the party truly disturbed by this. Like, Sharwin is Sharwin. Pylo is a skeleton. Sherney's the one doing this.
I'm currently looking around on the ground around just to see if there's any rope that I can sort of shove it up into my rib cage so I can store it for later.
And I'm the only one sitting over here like, what the hell is even happening anymore?
He starts threading it through his ribs like tinsel and garland. So pretty. Oh God.
It's all just like little 1 foot scraps are useless, but you know.
Oh, jingle bones. Oh, jingle bones.
Can't wait for your next heist when the skeleton comes down on an intestine rope in the middle of the vault, scaring the shit out of all the guards. That's where my brain's going right now.
This is going to go from regular bank robberies to shadow runs very quickly.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, store things inside me.
So let's start with Aiden's range touch attack. Tossing rope up there, or you know, is we got a grapple hook?
Well, I was gonna grab the rope and try climb, and then drop the rope down.
Okay, give me some athletics. And he gets halfway up, and then there's that horrible chalkboard screech as the cat snails just like on the tin metal, and he slowly slides back down, and everyone's grossed out about something new as opposed to the rope, and we will see you all next time, because I don't think anything's gonna beat that rope this time around.
Let's make sure to put the gut rope in the notes.